Hey there, this is Mr. Martinson. I'm here today to tell you how you can go through the process of backing up your stuff in Notability. It's really going to be important for you to do that, and it's actually built right into Notability, but there's a few tricks in making it happen. Why would you want to do that? You'll want to make sure that no matter what happens to your files, that you can access your Notability stuff. So if your iPad should have problems, need to be repaired, you lose your iPad, something happens. If there is a situation where you don't have access to your iPad, you don't want to lose all of your notes that you're taking in class. So this is the process that you're going to follow in order to back all your stuff up onto Google Drive in the cloud so that you can work with it. You're going to be using Notability quite a bit to take notes on your iPad. We want you to be able to make sure that what you do in Notability will be there no matter what happens to your iPad. So in order for that to happen, we're asking you to back up your Notability files. This is really important in case it's ever lost or you need to reset your iPad. Lots of things can happen to your iPad, and we want to make sure that your notes are available to you at any time. Once that's done, all of your files will automatically back up to your Google Drive account and can be accessed from anywhere. So when you need to find your notes, you can access that from Google Drive on any web browser. In order to do that, we're going to ask you to start by opening your Notability app, which looks like a pencil as an icon on your iPad. When you're in Notability, we're going to ask you to tap on the settings cog at the bottom of the screen. That's that gear that looks like at the bottom of the screen where it says Notability. Right next to that is what we call a cog, but this is actually a settings icon. We're going to click on that and get to the part that we need to work with. In the settings, you're going to choose the options for auto backup. So the auto backup is a choice that's at the top of the screen. You're going to choose the choice for Google Drive. You have Google Drive access as a student here in Roseville Schools. In order to make that work, you're going to click on Google Drive and it will prompt you for an email and password. What we're going to need you to do is enter your Google Apps email address. That is your first name dot last name at apps.isd623.org. But here's the secret, and it's very important that you pay attention to this. You're going to leave the password field blank and then tap sign in. This is going to redirect you to the school's login page, just like you first got to Google Apps. So enter the email address. Don't enter anything into the password. When you're done with that, click the sign in button, and that will get you to the login page. At that page, we're going to ask you enter your user ID, which would be 6 letters of your last name, 5 letters of your first name, the same as you log into virtually all of our services here in Roseville, and the password, which is your birthday as it's preset, and then click the sign in button. You're gonna that will sign you into Google Apps in Notability so that Notability can do the backup that it needs to do. The last step is to click on Notability's acknowledging that you're going to work with the terms and conditions that come with it. They're asking for permission to know who you are on Google, to view your email address, and to view and manage the files and documents in your Google Drive. It's pretty straightforward. The reason that they need to do that is because they're going to be putting your Notability files into the Google Drive, so they need to know who you are, they need to know your email address, and they need to have access to your files. Next, you should receive a message that auto backup will now back up your notes to Google Drive. When you see that, click OK. So that will go through the process of connecting to Google Drive and backing up your files. When you're all done, it's finished that process. You can tap close to finish, and you are done. Now when you go into Google Drive, you'll see your Notability files, and they'll be automatically backed up there. That's a really important thing for you to do. We want you to have access to it. We don't want you to lose any of your schoolwork or your notes that you're taking in class. By doing this, you're backing everything up, and that's an important thing to remember.